Okay, well, welcome to a very quick tutorial of Google Hangouts. You will go to plus.google.com and sign into your Google account. If you haven't got one set up, of course, you set one up. And then you come over here and mouse over home, and it'll give you the options for Hangouts. If you want to start a Hangout, the best way to do it is come up here. You have two options: just a video Hangout, which is not live, it's not recorded, it's just a kind of like Skype, right? It's video chatting. But for our purposes, we're most interested in a Hangout on air. So you click on that, and that gives you the option to do a recorded Hangout. And you can actually see here's a bunch of others that are going on live right now where people are discussing various things. It's a great way to connect with people. It doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of people watching. About 14 people here, only one person there. So some of them are very active, some of them are not. These are going to grow in popularity as time goes on. But all you do is you come over here to Hangouts on air, and you click the Start a Hangout on Air button, and you give it a name. You're basically scheduling when it's going to be. So we're going to call this Test Hangout, and we're going to say this is a test hangout, smiley face, and it starts now. And we're going to just click share, and what this does is it makes it go live on your Google Plus wall. And here it is right here. That actually zoomed in on my face a little bit. But so you click here when you're ready to start the Hangout, and it'll bring up the Hangout window. Now, I'm not looking super fancy today. You'll have to forgive me for that. This will give you the chance to invite guests. So whoever you're going to be inviting, if I'm having you host the Hangout and invite me, you'll actually enter my email address, which is justin.m.west@gmail.com. Or if you're having a Hangout with anybody else on our staff or just in general, you'll just enter in their email as well. I recommend the Google address, although it will go to any address that you send it to. I'm going to skip this for right now. And all of a sudden, there we go. We are live. And again, I'm not looking super pretty today, so forgive me for that. But this is your basic Hangout window. Now I'm going to send you a link, if you get this from me, for installing what's called the On-Air Meetings Hangout webinar. And what this does, it's an app. There's two apps we usually use. I go back and forth between the Hangout Toolbox, which is a lot simpler to use, and then the On-Air Meeting, which I think looks spiffy, right? And so I'll show you what this does. You click on the On-Air Meeting, and it'll take a second. It may ask you for permission if it's the first time you used it, and that's what it looks like right here, but I've already given it permission, so it just goes away. And all we do is we choose a template, and you can experiment with these and see what they look like. I generally like blue, personally. And you basically put in some information here. So my name is Justin West. I'm with Sample Company. Whatever. I'm with my real company. And our topic today is monkeys, because everyone loves monkeys, right? And then you name this preset. This is called the blue monkey. And you'll see it down here. So you have all these different templates, and as you go, you can actually save these templates. So if I want to come back and use them later, you just come here and hit the plus button. So this is the sample template we were playing with for various websites that we were doing. But here's the one I just set up. So live interview, Justin West, hundreds of customers, and our topic is monkeys. Not a lot of room here, so you want to be very specific about what it is. I actually kind of like seeing something along these lines instead. There's not really a way to edit these, unfortunately. But so we can do Justin West. Let's say I run a dental clinic. It'd be West Dental, and then I might say here free consultation and X-ray, and I might put a number here instead. So 555-555. Oops, I have my caps lock on. 555-555-5555, and we'll save this as dental test. I'll get rid of it later. And you also want to put your computer on something level. You're actually on my lap right now, hence the bouncing on the screen here. So that's what this one looks like. Boom. And so we can actually make a little call to action that encourages people to pick up the phone and call you if they happen to be watching your interview. And when we're all done, we'll go back into YouTube and edit these interviews down to make them look a little bit spiffier. We'll make them keyword rich, and we'll do a lot of our magic behind the scenes stuff that usually helps these things to rank pretty well. So that's the basic gist of it. This thing counts down to about 100, or counts up to 100%, and then it says start broadcast, at which point all you got to do is press this button to start the broadcast, and your Hangout goes live. And that's really it as far as Hangouts goes. A couple of quick points about Hangouts. One, find your camera and look at it. When you're having a conversation with somebody, it's very natural to want to look at them. I'm looking at myself right now, and so it looks like I'm distracted, even though I'm actually looking at the person I would be talking to. In this case, I'm looking just at a picture of myself. But if I just look up a little bit, all of a sudden, I see you see me looking at you. And in this sort of a hangout, what we want to do is we want to connect with the customer as best as possible. So as unnatural as it feels, you want to look at your webcam and not at me. If you have glasses like I do, turn your screen down to the lowest brightness setting. You could see as I turn it up there, it's quite a glare, right? You see that it's very distracting. So I had it up a little bit still. If I turn it all the way down, you really can't see anything. There's a window over there, so you can still see the window, but it just makes it easier. It's harder for you to see, but it still looks fine when the video plays, so it's not going to affect how the video shows. The other thing I'll show you is over here we have what's called screen share. Let me see if I've got up, just for the sake of it, I'm going to put up a PowerPoint presentation. Let's do, doesn't really matter. This is just a sample presentation we were throwing together for a product that we do actually, which is kind of neat. We do Wi-Fi that you can have people join on and build an email list and everything else. So you can offer free Wi-Fi, and our slogan is what has your Wi-Fi done for you lately? So we can actually turn it into a money generating source without charging your customers, but just as a way to connect with people. So we come over here to screen share. And now you can choose what you want to share. So if you don't want them looking at you, or if you want to do a little bit of a presentation, you can basically come over here and click whatever. Oops, it just moved, of course. There it is. So I'm going to do that and start screen share. And now, instead of me, what you'll see is, oops, click the wrong screen there. Oh, goodness. There we go. So now you can see what you're seeing is this. And as I change the slides, you'll see that changes as well. So you can actually do a presentation within Google+, which is pretty cool, to be quite honest, that it gives you that sort of an option. So if you want to do some sort of a breakdown, you want to have pictures or diagrams or displays, all you got to do is know how to do a slideshow in either PowerPoint or something like whatever the Mac version is. I always forget what it's called. But anyway, some sort of a slideshow format that can do stuff like this. So anyway, and then when you're done, you can just you can either come back over here and select screen share and go back to your main screen if you want to just keep this up, but you want to come back and talk to people for a little bit. Or if you're just totally done with it, you can just close this whole thing, and that would also boot it out. When you're done, you just hit you'll actually hit stop broadcast, big red button, and it'll take about 2 seconds to stop, and then that's it. And then YouTube takes about, depending on how long the video is, 5 to 10 minutes to buffer. If it's a really long one, it'll take longer than that, of course, but take about 5 to 10 minutes to buffer and get it live, and then your video is live. And if you want to go in and make some changes, all you got to do then is go to your YouTube account, and you'll come in here and you'll go to the video manager. And the most recent Hangout that you did is probably the most recent thing that you've got. So you can actually come over here and click edit on any of these. I actually have a Hangout up on this first section, but we have a number of Hangouts down here. I'll show you what they look like. There we go. This is one actually we did for a roofer in Minnesota, and he's on the front page. He's actually got multiple deals from this. You can click on this to go right to it, or you can click on edit, and this is what I recommend doing. Within the edit screen, you've got a lot of abilities of things you can do for the info and settings. They actually change this on us periodically. So you can see this is set to be public. You could change it to unlisted, so only people with the link could see it, or private if nobody but people you want to invite to could see it. I recommend putting in a lot of keywords that are relevant, and we will actually take care of this for you if we're doing the Hangout, but just for your knowledge. And also a really nice bio here, or what this is about. If you're going to be answering questions, write out each individual question you're going to be answering, and even summarize the answer if you can, because they give you like 5,000 words here, and the more you write, the more they're going to rank it, the more they're going to know what it's about and whatnot. A couple of little tricky things that most people don't know about. Come over here, advanced settings, and you can actually do video location, which I set on this at one point, and it's actually not there. So we'll just set this for Minneapolis, Minnesota, because that's where Ken is. This is about education. We were just talking about roofing and insurance and things like that. You can put the recording date on there as well. That one doesn't matter as much. And then this content has never been aired on television, and we're not going to make it age restricted. And other than that, it's fine. If you want to end up uploading closed captions, that actually can help it rank better too. And then you just save the changes. And so I hope I didn't make this unlive all of a sudden. No, I didn't. Okay. And you can even choose, I haven't done it, but you can even choose a nice thumbnail, which is usually what we wind up doing. But in this case, I kind of like just seeing him there. I thought he really liked it too, so people get a chance to connect with him. And you can see, even in this little thumbnail, he's looking where I told him to look. He's looking right here at the screen. So hopefully that was helpful. It's a quick walkthrough of Google Hangouts, and I will talk to you later.